Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are so excited that you are here. We have our girl Anna Rachel with us today. She's such a dear friend of mine, so it's exciting to have her here for her very first YouTube video. So welcome to YouTube. You've seen her on our website modeling. You have seen her on TikToks and different things, but she has a lot more to offer rather than her just modeling. So lots of good stories, lots of inspiring things to hopefully inspire you. So we're excited to talk with her today. So stay tuned so you can get all of the good details about Miss Anna Rachel. All right, so let's jump right in with our first question. So how long have you been with us here at Chic Soul?
I've been here for almost 2 years.
Woo!
Yeah.
What all have you done in that 2 years so far?
I've worn a few different hats. I was officially hired as the assistant graphic designer, and then I came on as, your stylist until they found a new one, which is great.
Was it good? That's how we really kind of got to know each other a little bit on like a deeper level from that.
That definitely helped us for sure. And then after styling, doing styling, I also did like part-time modeling with you as well, because like my first photo shoot with you was like the first year September, and I was still doing styling. Like I was pulling the clothes for our shoot, doing
this
a test
would look good
shoot.
on me. Yes.
Yeah.
And now you do, so you're modeling and then you're also currently still the editor.
Yes.
So she edits all of our pictures for outside.
Yes.
And do you love it?
I love it.
So Anna Rachel, she did come on like as a stylist, and I had always like kind of like stayed in the back room, like in my own little corner. So I didn't really get to know a lot of people like out on the office side. So we'd like talk every morning while I was putting my makeup on, getting ready for the day. And then we were like, you should totally model. And I don't think you were really like for it. Like, were you for it at first, or were you like nervous?
I was so for it. I actually applied to be a model first before I even applied as a graphic designer. I was looking for a job, and like modeling and photography is like one of my passions, so I wanted to model like right out of college. I was like, I just want to try modeling and photography if that works. And I saw where Chic Soul was having the model call, and they also had like the listings on Indeed and LinkedIn. So I applied to be a model and never heard back. And I was like, okay, well maybe this isn't it right now. So I just knew I wanted to work for Chic Soul, and I was like, well, what else can I do? And I just kept looking, kept waiting for like another position to open up, and assistant graphic designer came up, and I was like,
hey, I do that.
I can do that. I was like, I have Photoshop and Lightroom skills. So I applied for that, and 2 weeks later I was hired on.
And then you were like a couple months in, and they're like, okay, we need you to be the stylist.
Yes.
And now let's also do some modeling at the same time.
Yes, well, stylist, yes. The modeling came later, like after I had gotten hired on and started like meeting people around the office. You know how like that really awkward time period between like where you're getting to know people and you're starting to get to know them like as genuine friends, and then they start adding you on Facebook and social media. That happened, and one girl was like, why don't you model for us? Like all of your pictures, like you're a model. Why aren't you modeling for us? And I was like, well, actually, I did apply, but I never heard back. And she's like, well, we're fixing that. You're gonna be on a shoot with us. So yeah, that led to my first shoot with us.
She's been killing the game since then.
Yeah. So yeah, that just goes to show like just persevere, and if you know what you're passionate about and you really want to work somewhere, just keep at it, keep applying, keep finding some way to get in with the company, or even just the profession that you're wanting to look for or work for. Just get your foot in the door somewhere and build relationships and show people what you're made of. Like, to show them that like you can do it, and they'll let you do it.
Yeah, and even like if your answer is no the first go around, like that shouldn't like discourage you from going, because that was technically a no the first time.
That was a big no.
It was a no because you didn't like hear anything back. But now she's on shoots with us like almost every week, and now she's like making her social media presence too. So
yeah, it's definitely been a progression, a very kind of slow upward movement. But honestly, like it's all in perfect timing. Like I wouldn't change anything. Like if
and
you
the
work
growth
hard,
that you've had since your first time like coming on.
Yeah. I feel like I've definitely grown a lot.
Yeah.
And you've helped me a ton. Like even with just, modeling, like figuring out how to be more comfortable in front of a camera has helped a lot. So thank you.
Modeling 101 with Kim.
Literally.
We actually did that.
Did do that.
I think it was only 2 classes?
It was more than that. It was like
maybe 3 or 4?
It was like 4.
Maybe 4.
Yeah, but I really feel like that helped, like, because Alexis was in it with us too, and I feel like that really helped grow all three of us. I feel like that really comes off, our chemistry really comes off very well together.
Yeah, but I will say, like, when we did some of the modeling classes, like, I mean, I'm not an expert, right? I just kind of make it up as I go every day, but they are very much more comfortable in front of a camera than I am. So they aren't afraid to, like, try new things, or, like, you're like, let's do this with the dress or whatever. So you've taught me that, and I'm like, okay, I can do it. Just nobody look at me first, and then I can do it.
Well, it also helped whenever, so you and I, like, we actually went and did, like, a little photo shoot outside of work a few times, and I feel like that really helped you, like, with the more lifestyle poses. Like, that was something that you expressed to me that you wanted to learn more about, and that was, like, my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And so we both just kind of learned from each other, and I feel like that really helped with both of us, with both of our growths as models.
Yeah, I agree. So what kind of, like, brought you into, like, wanting to model? Like, what was your first, like, inclination of, like, this is what? How did you start it?
So, a little backtrack. I have a background in photography. Right out of high school, like, me and a bunch of friends, like, we're just really into photography. We wanted to go out and take pictures of everything. And it kind of just evolved into, like, fashion and portrait photography for me. That was the style that I really liked. I had a few friends that wanted to be models, so they would ask me to do shoots for their portfolios. So I would do that, and I would help pose coach them. And after doing that for so many years, after a while, like, I just kind of looked and I was like, I have no pictures of me. Like, I would like to be in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So that led me to working with other photographers that were friends of mine in the area. Whenever I saw the pictures come back, I was like, okay, all of the stuff that I've been teaching other people to do, I'm doing for myself, and seeing it pay off on camera on myself, I'm like, I can do this. Like,
I'm so it for this.
Yeah. So that definitely helps. Knowing how things look behind the camera helps me as a model know what to do in front of the camera.
Right.
So that's kind of how me wanting to become a model came to be, was just not wanting to be behind the camera as much.
Like, I'm tired of not seeing me. I'm too good looking to not be in front of the camera. So did you go to school for modeling, or, like, what did you go to school for?
I did not go to school for modeling. I didn't go to school for photography either. I went to school for apparel merchandising at Auburn, and that actually led me to internship.
Sorry, just had to throw that one in there for you guys.
So I was in school doing my internship. It was for a styling and marketing position for a company that I really adore. So glad that I got that internship. That was a very big growing opportunity for me.
Was that here locally, or did you travel?
No, that was in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big shot.
I was like, if I'm going to go to college and if I'm going to do an internship, I'm going to do what I want to do. And thankfully it worked out that I got the internship that I wanted.
And so then how did you transfer, like, that into doing, like, Lightroom and Photoshop and learning how to, like, do the editing? Did you, like, just like, teach yourself that part of it?
I taught myself everything.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a lot of trial and error and YouTube tutorials and asking friends for help and just trying new things and just working through it.
Because those are not easy programs to use.
Some of them are not user-friendly.
Not
for
at all.
Sure. I wish I probably should go back and just look through my YouTube search history and just see how many tutorials, like, that I have just
watched,
stared and just meticulously studied.
Do you still have to do that, like, today, like, on something?
Sometimes I do, yeah. There are some things that, like, if I just can't get a color right, or because, like, with editing, like, I color correct all of our photos to make sure that our outfits actually look like what people are buying. That's, like, my biggest pet peeve, like, when I order something online and something doesn't look like the color that I bought it.
You hold it up to the image and you're like, wait, what are these two things?
Yes. So, like, even if I can't get it, like, perfectly to match, like, I'm like, I look at the screen, I'm like, would I be mad if I got this item by looking at this screen? Like, would I be mad at this color? And if I'm like, no, then it goes through.
It's good. It's a good one.
Yeah.
So your normal day-to-day work life, what does that look like for you?
For me, it is staring at a computer all day. Which is why I love modeling so much.
Get you out from behind that screen.
It's a nice change of pace for sure. But my day-to-day looks like, y'all come back from an outdoor shoot, I'll get the memory card and I'll start going through all the pictures, picking out all the best ones, and just getting those ready to be edited. And then when I'm not doing that, I'm helping you with TikToks or any other photo shoots or any other fun things that I can.
Yeah. Do you listen? What are you listening to while you our editing. I always see her over there with her headphones on, kind of like, because she gets really focused. And I don't usually come out of the model room too often, unless it's like to go use the bathroom. Yeah. And then I'll like go behind her and like pat her on the back and like, hello, I can't stop, I have to go to the bathroom. But you always have your headphones on. So what is like you're currently listening to these days?
It varies by mood.
Yeah.
Sometimes like some days I'll listen to like, 90s hits, the stuff that like we grew up listening to.
Yeah.
Some days
We're
I'll
both
listen.
30.
Yeah.
We're 90s babies.
We're approaching old age.
Oh, we're old. It's happened.
It differs. It's day by day. Some days I'll listen to like 90s music. Some days I'll listen to, like country. Some days I'll listen to like a podcast. Recently I've been like just going like on YouTube and watching live concerts and like listening to them while I'm working. That has been really, really fun.
Yeah.
And it helps with editing, because like if I listen to something that's like too slow, then I'm editing really slow. But if I'm listening or to something like upbeat, it's a little bit faster and my workflow is a little bit better. Puts you in a better mood
to kind of do it, not anything like slow and being like, I want to go home.
Yeah, because sometimes like if I'm listening to like a documentary or like a podcast on something like super serious, I'm like,
I have to see what happens
next.
Wait,
what? Let me rewind. Did I hear that? Like, what? Okay. So, but right now I'm also trying to listen to like a few audiobooks.
Yeah.
So I just got like Audible, and
I love Audible. Yeah.
Trying to navigate that. So that's been nice.
Yeah. All right. So you're 2 years in. Lots of things have happened in your 2 years. So what do you like feel is like your biggest growth moment since you started? More so I guess like on the modeling side, because we already know like you're super great at your editing job, and that's hard work. I mean, it's a lot of work because you've got light changes and different things like that. But like specifically with modeling, how do you see your growth from where you started to like where you are now, and like where do you want to go?
From where I started, it was very personal. It was very, just for me, it was something that just made me feel good, and it came from wanting to make other people feel good through photography, so I wanted to do that for myself. But growth-wise, just going from it being so personal and making photo shoots about me and my personality and what I like and what I'm doing, growing into showing the clothes, selling the product, and also having a good time while we're doing it. And I feel like that really shows on camera a lot, where we'll like goof off and stuff for outdoor shoots.
We're always like laughing, camera clicks, and you gotta like stop the laugh, stop. If you guys could just like see behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part is, so they always tell us like laugh out loud. And I do this awful screeching, weird noise coming out just so we can all try to, because it's awkward to be like laugh out loud and like nothing's happening, nothing's really funny. So we have to like make it funny.
So
and
you
we'll
make it
like
funny
some
for
kind of
us.
like crazy thing on there.
And it works every single time.
Got him. But you have to keep your face straight. You can't actually make crazy faces.
It's really hard to keep your eyes open when you're doing that too, because like
how many pictures have you seen of us with our eyes closed?
All of them. We've had a few sets where like literally all of our eyes are closed. Like I've had to Photoshop eyes on.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I did it yesterday.
Here's a good picture of Kim, but her eyes are closed the whole time.
Yep.
My eyes, y'all, if y'all even knew what it's like to go out there and just shoot and smile and keep your eyes open, you didn't know it was as hard as it really is.
And the bright, blinding sunlight as well. And
I
then
didn't
with
know
cold
you put
wind,
eyes on us. I can't wait.
Even with the wind like blowing, like it's like, okay, my eyes are watering. I need to close my eyes for a minute.
Makeup
but we're still
pouring
shooting
down our face. We're in the rain, pouring down rain, getting it. Glamour life. Yeah. We live a really glamorous life here at Chic Soul.
But you guys love it, so we keep doing it.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, so if we could give, this will be our last question for you. If you could give any advice to the women who watch our videos and just anybody who's like looking to follow their dreams, because you've been following yours for a while, what advice would you give somebody that is looking up to you and like your story?
Well, my whole journey has been very like serendipitous. Like even in high school, like I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to just pursue photography, eventually become like a fashion photographer. And I was like, I'm not going to school for anything that I don't want to do.
Right.
So I just followed that dream, which led me to apparel merchandising and going off to my internship and learning something completely new. And that even developed into modeling. So I would just say continue to follow your dreams, follow your passion, follow what literally lights a fire in your soul, because it's going to pay off. People are going to see that you're actually really passionate about it, and you're going to always want to do your best for whoever you're working for.
Yep.
So just keep trying. And like, I've had no's. I literally had a no from Chic Soul, and I still was like, nope, I'm not taking that no for an answer. I'm going to do modeling. I'm going to be a part of this company because one, like, I just want to be part of a plus size community. Like, there's literally no plus size anything here in Auburn, Alabama. And I remember it was like in 2014, I went to Target and I was like, I can't find anything. Like, even at Target, like their plus size line wasn't as developed as it is now. And I was like, I can't even find plus size at Target that I'm willing to buy and feel good in. And I was like, I just wish there was a boutique for plus size women, because I would go downtown Auburn and nothing. So then that led me to like Auburn, because at first I wanted to like even open up my own plus size store, which, funny story, how I found out about Chic Soul was our senior project. We had to come up with our own business, our own retail store, and mine was plus size retail store for Auburn.
Wow.
And so we had to look up competitors in the area, and I was just like, any plus size store in Alabama.
Just like give us like a whole state, somebody to
and
find.
Chic Soul popped up, and I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, what is this? And Chic Soul actually became part of my senior project.
Wow.
And it's just kind of crazy how the timing and everything worked for me to actually get here. Just coming from school to now, like, it's just insane.
Yeah.
So just keep fighting the fight for your
Don't
passion.
give up.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't give up.
Always be willing to learn and adjust and adapt. And
something I can say just about like Anna Rachel, like watching your journey come from this, is like her face lights up when she walks on a set to come outside and shoot. For me, you know, my face might not be as bright sometimes because it is something that I do every single day. So for me, sometimes it's not, you know, it is still exciting, don't get me wrong, but sometimes like I got to get this done because then I still have to do X, Y, and Z to get through the rest of the photo shoot and different things like that. But when Anna Rachel comes out on the set, man, she is like, I'm here. I am excited. And she's like, she's looking great. And just the confidence in you that has grown each time like you show up on there. And she has fought for her spot, and she's done a really good job, and I'm super proud, and it's an honor to work alongside you.
Thank you.
I love working with Anna Rachel. All right, so we loved the interview with Anna Rachel. I think that she just gave you guys a lot of inspiration. We are super thankful to have you on Kim's like little talk show today. But I want to do something fun, and so I love watching Ellen's Game of Games. So we're gonna play a game. We're gonna hit her up with some trivia to see her like little pop culture knowledge over here. So I've had these questions. Kim's questions of questions. All right, so we're gonna hit her with some pop culture questions and see how well she knows it and see how fast you can do it in. And I'll think of a prize to give you at the end. Ready?
yes.
Set the timer. Got the timer?
A timer?
Yeah, we got a timer.
Oh gosh.
All right, here we go. What band was Beyonce originally a part of?
Destiny's Child.
How many members are there in the Spice Girls?
5.
What was Christina Aguilera's #1 hit in 1999?
Genie in a Bottle.
How many times did Ross Geller from Friends get divorced?
2. 3.
3. Yeah, do you know who they are? For extra points.
4 extra points. I want to say Janice, but that's Chandler.
Was that her laugh?
Yes. The like Fran Drescher laugh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't
pass.
remember the names.
Okay. Who sings? Oh, this is the last one. Dang, you went through those so fast. Okay. I tried to pick hard ones. Obviously, I'm wrong. All right. Who sings the hit song Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
Cyndi Lauper.
Winner. She gets a prize. I'll buy you lunch next week.
Ooh,
That'll be lunch
okay.
on me and Anna Rachel. That'll be your prize.
I'll take you up on that.
Okay. All right, so we hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give us a like and a comment. Make sure you always are sending so much love to Anna Rachel when you see her. If you have any questions and want to reach out to her, feel free to do that. She'll be happy to answer your questions for you. But don't forget, we post every Thursday at 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. So make sure you like and subscribe and all the good things to the YouTube video. We'd love to have you guys come along with our journey, and we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.